Thank you for joining us today. It's another beautiful day to get work done on the mobile home. Last time we left you with a hole in the top of the house here. We're gonna patch that up. In fact, I already went inside and cut a piece of metal to put up there. So let's start with the first piece. Can you give me the pry bar, just the scraper, just so I can get it under the roof here? I think it's going. Okay. We got our last little piece cut. We're going to put this one in place now. Well, here it is. That's the section that we just patched from the outside. I'm glad that's closed up because we probably will have some rain coming. And I'll say it again, we have a lot more work to do on the outside to tighten up all the siding, trim it out, screw it down. Right now it's just rain shed mode. We just need it to hold the water out. It'll be a lot more secure later on. Some of you guys have noticed that over here, we forgot. You guys said we forgot. We didn't forget it, we just didn't do it. A furring strip. So I guess I can go ahead and put that in. Sometimes we just put stuff like that off because we can. That's secure. That's all it needs. In fact, you can see over here on this other window on the front of the house, we also have one missing that we just didn't put in. So on this one, I decided to cut it all the way back to here so I could just splice it in the middle of these two studs. It's good. I like it. On this end, I'm just going to hold it in with a metal bracket. So let me get that screwed into place.
Vicky, give me a hug. Come on, Val.
Let me get these out of the way because they're really nasty. Okay. So we have this expanse of wall right here, and we need to bring some light into this room. It looks pretty light, but we want more. So we're going to be installing a new window right here. Right here. Now, seeing how this is the original wall, we didn't touch this section, so these are just 2x3s. Now I could cut them out. We're not cutting them out, are we? So this framing is going to be a little bit different than the rest of the windows in the home, but I think we can still make it work without cutting all these out. I'm just going to start by marking out where the window is going to be so I can start preparing that opening. So let me get my marks and measurements all done, and then we'll come back when we're ready to cut. So I got my marks made. I'm going to go ahead and get this stud cut out. This is the middle part that needs to go. Now I'm just cutting through the furring strips that are in the way. We're going to cut these flush. How about while I'm doing this, you could go outside with the drill and the hex bit, and you could unscrew the siding from this little section. There's the bit right there.
Yep.
Whoa, kick back. There's just a couple staples up here. Are we free? What's holding me? There it is. Now we have to frame this out to hold the window. Since these studs are 2x3s, they're 2.5 inches thick. And then they have a 1x2 on the front of it. That's 3/4 inches thick. So we're at 3¼ inches. That's how thick the wall is. They're 3¼ So I had to rip down this 2x4 to 3¼ inches. So it'd be the same thickness as this section of wall. And now we're going to be putting this top plate in here. Now before we do the bottom, I think I'm going to just change gears and start working on a little tricky section here. Is that we have to more or less fill in these
spaces.
You know, these gaps between the siding and the framing, because the window has to screw into there. So here's my plan. I cut some 1x2s, the length of between these furring strips. I'm going to put a bunch of glue on this, and I'm going to glue it in and screw it just like that to the face of that 2x3 so that we have a solid flush screwing surface for the window to attach to. Now ideally we would just cut these out, put some 2x4s in there, have a stronger structure, have it all perfect for the window, but I'm just showing you guys another way, because not everybody can just tear open their walls and pull out all their studs. You could put a window in here, you just got to make it work, and that's what we're going to do here. Yeah.
Top and bottom are 2x4s.
Okay, we got a bunch of glue on there. I guess we'll keep gluing these up and getting them in. Alright, now I think I'm ready to just frame out the bottom of the window here. So this one is pretty easy. Well, so far this is looking good.
Awesome.
The only thing I can say is I need a little more something down here.
Oh.
Hold the side. Now we cut. Oh, there's no door over here anymore. It's coming along nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made it alive. It might fall. Good, good, good. Now while I got this side open, I'm going to add my screws here to help.
Yes.
Don't pull too tight. I just want it a little bit. I got to keep this against the wood. Well, I guess I can see my line. Okay, it's okay to pull. Sorry, don't pull too hard. It's gonna break. Okay. That's all I'm doing. That's it. Window flashed. Am I worried about the corners? No. You want to explain what I'm working on?
Me?
Yeah.
So Doug is now applying the butyl tape to the flange, and this is what squishes in between the house siding and the window flange to create a beautiful watertight seal. How's that?
Beautiful. Is that like butyl?
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. I did a pun and I didn't even know it.
It is a beautiful seal.
Yeah.
It's full of butyl.
So easy. Stick it on. Peel off the backing and there you go. A lot better than caulk.
Okay. Let me get my hand out. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to move that, but just check it. Show me again.
It's flat here, it's tight here, and it's looser here.
Okay. How's it look? I should mention that when you're screwing in these mobile home windows, most of you will never need to do this in your life, but you don't want to crank the screws down. You're not driving them in like super tight. You just want it snug. You're not trying to blast all the butyl tape out of there. Just get it till it just starts squeezing out, and then that's where I stop. Forgive the noise in the background. Our neighbors are also working on their own project, but check it out. That right there is the new window we just installed. It's one more, makes the side of the house look a little less plain. Let's go inside. And inside the house, you can see the two windows side by side. Here's a little sneak peek hint of our layout. There's gonna be a wall between them. We're gonna be putting a wall here, so they're not gonna be in the same room. Overall, I'm happy with that. It was a little bit unconventional, the way we had to fur out the studs to get the window to have a place to screw to. It's not the most ideal situation, but I think it's gonna work good for this situation. I'm not worried about it. These windows have been a challenge to install, not hard to install, but our framing is never straight. And the windows never go in squarely. Now they're dead square like on the bottom, they're flush on the bottom, and they're flush on the top. Those are right. But the sides, the studs are always like this or like this, and it's never consistent. And it makes it so it's always like tight in one corner, like it'll be loose at the top, tight at the bottom, and then opposite, loose at the bottom, tight at the top. And I can't use a level in this house because the studs aren't level, the walls aren't level. there's a little bit of roll and misshapenness to the house right now.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if it's totally level like this. When we put the level on the floor, I still think it's crooked.
Yeah.
We might have to do some fine tuning. So without being able to use a level, it's hard to know what the windows are supposed to be doing. So we're more or less just plopping them in, and we're just hoping for the best. Since these are kind of cheap, you know, they're minimally built windows, it doesn't really matter. They're still going to open and close just fine. I don't have to worry about binding or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I just wish I knew if they were going in straight or not, and I just hope that with the movement of the home over time, especially if we do have to level it, that they're going to be okay. Hopefully everything's okay. I don't think there's anything else to say about this window. We got another window in. And we've been telling you that we were going to add a few more windows in. We're not just taking them out. So we have another one to do after this. Maybe we'll work on that tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's almost the last one. I'm actually looking at some other windows that are going to be a different size, but I haven't gotten those yet. So we're going to clean up, head home, and call it a day. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we appreciate you guys coming along. So until next time, take care.
Bye.